In the beginning, I thought that I was the only one.
It was difficult to accept yourself the way you are.
I can never ever think upon opening up because I'm scared about the repercussions.
It was my best friend who I talked to about. She really did not acknowledge it.
In the school time, I started getting bullied. My teachers harassed me a lot. There were moments when I tried having suicide.
जब मैं दूसरे दोस्तों के साथ खेलता था, लड़कों के साथ जब खेलता था ना, तब वो लड़के अचानक मुझे एक सर्कल में खड़ा कर देते थे और मुझे कहते थे कि ये गुड़ नाच के दिखा, कोई कहता है कि गुड़ गाना सुना, कोई बोलता था कि ये गुड़ लड़की की तरह चल के दिखा।
मैं जब भी बाहर निकलता था, मार्केट में जाता था, तो कोई ना कोई मुझे होमो करके बुलाता था, गुड़ करके बुलाता था। पेरेंट्स को तो मैं बोल नहीं सकता, नहीं मैं किसी फ्रेंड्स को बोल सकता था। मेरे फ्रेंड्स सभी के सभी होमोफोबिक थे।
I did see a guy in college getting harassed. He was a little bit feminine. I was scared if I would take a stand, maybe they would poke fun at me.
I've always been called names like ये तो बाइला है, ये तो गुड़ है, मर्द बन।
Tried being straight, like tried being making girlfriend, but I couldn't. People know in my family, but I guess they're in denial. Still they try to tell me, okay, you will get married one day. They tell me like, don't go out with your friends, otherwise you will be one a hijra or a chakka.
My photo and the girl whom I was interested in was put up on a social networking site and was put up for polling whether do you think that these two are a lesbian couple. My sexuality became a reason for harassment at workplace. My name got written with a lot of sexual graffiti on lifts. It was something which really pulled me down to a point that I had to leave my workplace.
Section 377 is a non-bailable cognizable offence. It is very little known that this law affects heterosexual community also. But Section 377 essentially targets LGBT communities.
Delhi High Court today ruled that consensual sex among gay adults is legal and therefore not punishable under Section 377 of the Indian Penal Code.
The Delhi High Court judgment, which was delivered on 2nd July 2009, was a landmark judgment. It said that individuals had a right to their privacy, their dignity. The number of youngsters, who made a conscious decision to come out and accept themselves was overwhelming.
I think it gave me a lot of confidence. मेरे hope और बढ़ गए.
It's like one step forward. You feel much safer, more secure.
These feelings of guilt and shame went away completely. I also felt very empowered to start talking in different forums about myself.
It was much more free, much more open. Like if the court is someone that is supporting you, eventually people also will start accepting you.
The Supreme Court today set aside the Delhi High Court order which had decriminalized homosexuality and said that Article 377 is constitutionally valid.
On 11th of December 2013, the judgment that came from the Supreme Court has left the entire LGBT community totally shattered. A lot of youngsters will find it difficult to come out. Families will look upon their gay children as criminal, which will make their process a lot more difficult. You will see a lot more forced marriages happening. You will find more violence happening on sites. This law can be used against individuals who choose to come out at their workplace. They can lose their jobs, they can face violence, they can face discrimination. They have absolutely no recourse to the law. Where do they go?
All these years of battle, all these years of effort was flushed down the drain.
It feels almost like it's a joke because you are given your freedom for 4 years and then it is snatched back from you.
I don't know what they were thinking passing that judgment. It's not fair.
मैं बहुत निराश हो गया actually.
I was very heartbroken. I remember breaking down into tears.
I thought कि I'll get open up to my close friends, but then now एक डर सा बैठ गया है कि
what's going to happen? What's going to happen to me if I come out later on?
Someone might just come and arrest you, trouble you. It scares me. It scares everyone actually.
I do have a boyfriend. I was scared what would happen to my future with him.
My girlfriend was very scared after this judgment and I was also scared and concerned for her. My entire family was very worried for me because they fear that it could be used against me.
Before this judgment, I had come out to my mother. Now I'm supposed to come out to my father because there's a lot of marriage pressure and stuff. And her reaction to it was, what do we do next? How are you going to tell your father?
मेरे मामा ने कहा मेरे डैड को कि आपका लड़का ऐसा निकलेगा, हमें पता नहीं था, तुम लोग कैसे उसको एक्सेप्ट करते हो। मेरे डैड ने उसको एक अच्छा सा जवाब दिया था कि उनको भी 2 लड़कियां हैं, उनकी भी शादी कभी किसी गे लड़के के साथ हो सकती है जो ऑलरेडी क्लोसेट में है।
They are stating the law is like they are criminals. Why would they come out? They would rather hide and sit in their closet.
The person that I love and the love that we share and the commitment that we have for each other cannot be illegal just because of a sexual act, just because it's does not lead to procreation.
If someone thinks that you should not be loving who you love, that is wrong. That is just unjust, unfair.
We are a part of society. We have not chosen this thing.
जितनी normal आपको आपकी life लगती है, हम भी उतनी ही normal अपनी life बनाना चाहते हैं.
All we ask is the right to love. Is that too much to ask for?
The Supreme Court, being the apex court of India, has not given me my basic rights.
The law is supposed to protect rights, not take it away.
Do you think 10 million people are minuscule? Who is responsible if someone is getting harassed by this law? Who is responsible if someone is doing suicide? Who will decide what is right and what is wrong?
लड़ाई तो अभी जारी है, संघर्ष अभी जारी है.
We need to take this message out to the heterosexual communities also, that if they are having sex with their partners in the privacy of the bedroom, which will not result in procreation, even they can be termed as criminals. If as LGBT we could go ahead and form alliances with the straight community and make it an inclusive fight, an inclusive struggle, it would help everyone. We need to make this a people's movement. You don't have to have a gay friend to believe in LGBT. Probably, if you show support, maybe some friend around you will come out to you and tell you that he's gay. This is not the time for silence. This is not the time to accept or take things lying down. We are not going back. There is absolutely no going back. Youngsters will keep coming out. Youngsters will keep saying no to Section 377. It's their lives at stake. They have an entire journey to do. No law in the country can define or tell me whom I should love. Nobody defines that for anyone. And that is the premise on which we say no to Section 377.